I have to be honest with you about something on the last day of this challenge. I thought that 30 would feel like a finish line, 30 lives, 30 days of showing up, camera on, no hiding. I thought I'd hit today and feel like this wave of I made it, some kind of medal moment. And it didn't come, not the way I expected. And the wild part is that that's exactly these episodes I'm bringing you today. And comment live if you're watching this live or replay if you're watching this later. And what do I mean by that? So, if crossing a finish line I actually crossed didn't hand me the happiness on a platter, what does that tell you about the finish line you're currently chasing? So, it could be promotion, the number on the scale, the relationship, the revenue goal. You've achieved things, maybe a lot of things. You've ticked the boxes you were told to tick. So, why isn't happiness standing there waiting for you with a medal? Well, the reason is because happiness was never a destination. It's not a door you unlocked after enough hard work. It's not a trophy sitting at the end of to-do list. The uncomfortable part I want to say out loud is this. No external thing can give you happiness, not love, not success, not your body, not your bank account, not your partner, not your career. And not because those things do not matter, but they were never built to carry that weight. And drop yes if some parts of you have been quietly waiting for one specific thing to finally let you be happy. You see, we treat happiness like something we accumulate, reach it, earn it, arrive at it, and that belief keeps brilliant, capable women running on a treadmill that never actually ends for years, maybe decades. And let me ask you something right now. What's the one big external goal you're chasing right now that you truly believe will finally make you happy? And just sit with that for a second. And what I want to challenge today is this: what if that feeling you're chasing is already available to you right now, today, not on the other side of that goal? Because that goal might bring a moment of satisfaction, a high five, a relief, but it's not the same as happiness that actually lasts. And the reason we get this wrong isn't complicated. You see, the moment you attach happiness to a condition like I'll be happy when, you step out of the only place happiness has ever lived, right now, present moment. You step into lack, and lack doesn't produce happiness, it only produces more striving. And common treadmill if you can feel that you've been running toward a when instead of living in a now. And just think back generally to the times in your life you felt truly happy, not excited, not celebrated, quiet at peace. You weren't performing in that moment, you weren't proving anything, you weren't trying to become someone else's version of success. You were just present. And that's the whole secret hiding in plain sight. Presence is where happiness actually lives. And when your mind is loud, full of comparison, judgment, the pressure to do more, happiness feels miles away. And not because there is anything wrong, but because the volume of your own thinking is drowning it out. And when your mind quiets, happiness feels obvious. It's not something that arrives after the noise stops. It's underneath the noise the whole time, waiting for you to become available to it. And this is exactly what I bumped into this week doing this challenge. 30 days of lives is generally a lot. And somewhere around week 3, I caught myself doing the thing I coach women out of every single day: postponing my own peace, telling myself I'd feel proud once it's done, treating today as the reward at the end, instead of noticing that I was already actually doing something I care about every single day along the way. I nearly missed the whole thing by living for the finish line instead of living inside the 30 days themselves. And here's something that might change how you think about all of this. You see, there's a study, and it's actually the longest study ever conducted on human well-being, tracking hundreds of people for over 80 years. And they measure everything like money, success, IQ, relationship. And the conclusion is that it's not success or money or genetic that is crucial, but the single strongest predictor of long term health, happiness, and the life satisfaction was the quality of a person's closest relationships. Loneliness on its own does damage to your body, roughly comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Connection isn't a nice to have, connection is medicine. And we spend our energy chasing money, status, achievement, that fade, while quietly underinvesting in the connection and warmth that actually predicts to long good life. And let's do something here together now. You see, for years, most of us have measured our days by a to-do list. Tasks completed, boxes checked. And I want to try you something different starting today. So think back over today or yesterday, if it's a day, if day is still too young, um, and ask yourself these three questions. What did I do today that made me feel genuinely alive? And I'm not talking about impressive or productive. Alive. When did you felt alive? When did you feel alive? And the second, what did I do today that felt forced? Something you did on autopilot, out of obligation, with no presence in it at all. And the third, what's one small warm connection I could make today? Could be text, a coffee, a real check-in with someone, not a task-based conversation. And that third one is the compound interest of emotional health. Small, consistent, unremarkable investments in warmth. And that's what the 80-year study says actually predicts the good life, not the goal you're kind of white knuckling toward. And comment home if you found your answer to at least one of those three questions. And if you want to go deeper today, you can do this later today. Ask yourself this: what is the when I finally sentence I keep telling myself about happiness? Where have I been outsourcing my peace to something outside this current moment? Who is one person I could make a small, warm investment in this week? And what would it feel like to stop treating today as a rehearsal for a happier day later? And you don't need like a big goal, you need deeper roots. Happiness begins the moment you stop postponing yourself, the moment you stop believing it's part somewhere outside of right now. You don't need a better life to feel happy. You need a quieter mind to actually feel the life you already have. So start small, right here. One breath you actually notice, one boundary, one slow, unheard moment, one small step back from the chase. And this is sturdy life now. And if there's one thread running through every day, single one of them, the guilt, the shrink, the boundaries, the word, and now this, it's the same invitation. Say 30 different ways. Come home to yourself. And that's the whole reason this coaching exists. If any part of these 30 days named something true in you, and you're ready to actually work through it with support instead of alone, this is exactly the work I do inside of my one-on-one coaching, coming home to yourself. and comment home below, and I'll send you today's practice. And if you're ready to go deeper, DM me the word coming home, and let's start the conversation. Also, the free workbook on Not Enough and the 7 course on judgment and shame are both linked in the first comment. And thank you generally for showing up for these 30 days with me. If this challenge gave you even one honest moment, subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And come home to the moment you're in. Thank you.